A young stand-up comedian from Nanaimo is using himself as his punchline. Richard Harlow became legally blind after he was diagnosed with a rare optic nerve disease in his early 20s. But he says his vision problems can be a benefit, especially if you're nervous about standing up in front of a crowd. As CTV's Chandler GRIEVE shows us, he was in front of a big one recently with the support of a Canadian comedy icon.
Have you heard the one about the blind comedian who brought the house down?
So I've been going out with my girlfriend for the past couple months now, and things are going quite good, but it's hard to take the relationship to a serious level when every date is a blind date.
Richard Harlow is still getting used to the stand-up game, and he's still getting used to performing for an audience that he can't see.
My vision started to go in one eye, slowly not being able to see anything in the center, and then the radius expanding.
He began to lose his vision 3 years ago while he was pursuing a visual arts degree at Emily Carr.
And by the time the 2010 Olympics happened, I was actually considered legally blind.
Richard suffers from a rare hereditary disease known as Leber's optic neuropathy. His days of being an artist were over, or so he thought.
I would have never thought, like even a year ago, that I would have ever been on stage.
Just don't expect me to go to the gun range.
Not only on stage, but Friday night at the Nanaimo Entertainment Centre, Richard opened for a Canadian comic icon, Tom Green.
My time to shine, I guess.
How dare you assume just because I'm blind that I know how to play music? It's black blind people that know how to play music.
He puts together.
Andrew Roberts organized the comedy night and held auditions for Green's opening act. He says Richard stole the show.
People who didn't know who he was were just excited, and they were laughing, and they want to see him again.
The 23-year-old says despite the obvious obstacles, there are some advantages to being a blind stand-up comedian.
Well, it doesn't matter if there's 5 people in the crowd or 500 people.
The comedian says he still dreams of one day restoring some of his vision through specialized pills that repair his optic nerve. But for now, though, Richard's best medicine.
You can buy me a drink down at the Acme. Don't worry, I'm not going to be the DD.
Comes from what he can hear rather than see. Chandler GRIEVE, CTV News, Nanaimo.